in here. Wouldn't be a bad gig, just be drafted when you're 80. Yeah. If you had to.
My end.
Hi,
Hi, Samantha Pella.
Nick.
Nick,
Mike.
Mike,
Brad,
Brad,
good to meet you.
nice to meet you. Is it okay if I shut this?
Absolutely.
Have a seat. How are you guys doing today?
Fantastic.
Been a busy afternoon.
Very.
Ready to be done.
Yep.
Considering, yeah, days coming to an end.
It's about that time.
Show.
Yeah, I can feel you on that one. Is it all right if I take notes while we
Sure.
Yeah,
talk?
absolutely.
Okay, cool. I kind of just wanted to ask like what you guys are working on and like what your normal everyday today has been.
So, obviously, you know, as a company, we handle quite a few different projects out of this office. You know, anywhere from 12 to 18 projects a year. Obviously, you know, down here at the hotel, we work with those guys fairly frequently, so they're, you know, pretty valued client for us. And obviously, you know, we do anything from hotels, hospitals, schools, just kind of run the gamut. So, but obviously, as part of, you know, working with the hospital or the hotel down there, you know, we got a parking lot we got to add on to and get some extra parking stalls, but
Okay.
got some water issues we need to take care of with the
Yes,
retention pond.
the retention pond, right. Are you guys wanting to remove the retention pond? Is that the plan? Or were you guys thinking more of working around that?
Pretty much have to remove it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's about the only place we have to expand our lot. So that's why we kind of got to figure out how we can manage our water issues over there.
All right, well, that's perfect for me. So I have a couple pamphlets here. So we have the new Storm Tech line from ASD. And then first I want to show you this picture. So it just has a normal parking lot, kind of like a graphic, and they're underwater chambers. So we have all different kinds of like ranging of sizes and everything. And you can have an engineer come down and look at your site and actually look at it to make sure you guys are getting the right size and make sure you guys have enough rock bedding and all of the underlayment that you need, so these will be stable enough. What's nice about these is they have an inner and an outer membrane layer. So the outer layer allows it to have more of like durability that allows for the cars and everything to go. And yeah, and there was also, I did notice, I did drive by the hotel earlier today and I noticed that there's not a lot of like greenery or anything around there. So if you guys wanted to do more of like aesthetically pleasing kind of thing, you guys can also work with these rain bed gardens as well.
Yeah.
And those will be more like eco-friendly for the environment, get some more natural plants over there. As I know, like I said, there wasn't a lot of plants or trees, and that's all a lot of like more hotels going up around there as well. And especially with that conference center, I know you guys want a lot more parking, so these can range in sizes. You guys can fill the whole lot with parking stalls.
So that rain garden, I mean, how do we, how does it actually get water into the
Yeah.
green space?
Okay, so there's like a drain. I don't have the other pamphlet with me, but there's a drain on the other side. So like the chamber, it'll just lead into like this, but it'll be in the middle of the rain garden. So the rain garden will be sitting there and then there'll be a drain that'll go to the big chamber underneath. And then all of the chamber will, the purpose of it is it soaks up all the rainwater. So it can either go back down into the bottom or it could all be pushed out and filtered out however you would like.
So the surface water doesn't necessarily come into that area.
Yeah, like it lays, goes down in, and then there's an underlayment underneath to feed, to water the plants, and then there's also like a catch bin in there as well to have extra overflows.
Okay.
So then, kind of following up on his question, does the water that goes into this drain, does that water all these trees and grass?
Yeah, it waters them all, plus it also drains into these as well. And it's also just the aesthetic part too.
So we don't have to worry about putting any sprinkler system or anything in there?
You shouldn't have to worry about that, but I will have to get 100% back to you on that, so I don't tell you anything incorrect. But from what the research showed me, the water would just all flow since it's at a deep level.
No?
Yeah, what else? One other one, if none of these, how are you guys feeling about these? Like, do these kind of fit what you're going for? Do you need, like, how are you guys'
What's the kind of storage capacity of these? You know, can we handle a 100-year rainstorm?
100-year rainstorm? I'd have to get back to you on that one, but it depends on how much underlayment you need underneath to support the different sizes of these containers. Our company did one in Hampton for airways, like a airway thing, or not airways, the landing, airstrip landing. There we go. That's what I was trying to find. They did big ones underneath there so they wouldn't have to de-ice the runway all the time. And they had big storage containers underneath there. But like I said, I'd have to talk to our engineer to see how big of containers you guys would need, because I don't know how all the math would work.
Then you guys install those?
Yeah, so we are manufacturers, which is our distributor, so we distribute it out and our technicians can come and help you guys put it together and like show you how to do it.
So help us understand this distributor. You guys are manufacturing it, right? And then we're supposed to buy it from a distributor.
So we will work with our distributor rep here in Kearney, which our local one is Wayne Nelson. So we can talk to them and see how we could get a deal going with you guys, because we don't want to cut out our middlemen either, because they are also a big part of our company and our
Sure, I understand.
And we could set up a meeting with both of us, both the distributor rep and me as well. And we can all sit down and try to think of a better solution if that works for you guys.
Well, I guess where I'm going with things is trying to understand what the distributor brings to the picture.
To the table. Okay, so the distributor, with it being Win, they are here in town, so they would be more of a local area too, since I'm based out in Omaha.
Mhm.
So they are all up to date and up to speed on our products. And they would have some extras laying around, especially since you're having such a big project here. We probably have a couple extra parts or anything like that at the Win here in town, so it'd just be easier for you guys.
So are they gonna line up the installation? They're gonna find a sub?
I will have to talk to our distributor, like I said, and we can set up a meeting and talk about that and get you some more details if
Okay.
you'd be more comfortable. talking
Yeah,
to
I'm
the
just
distributor.
curious because
Yeah, we start.
yeah, I was just gonna say, there's not many of these installed around here.
Mhm.
And, you mentioned, well, they'll train somebody or something, but that sounds a little risky to me, we don't want to be an experiment.
Yeah, we don't want to be the guinea pig for somebody if we don't
Yes.
have to.
I understand that. It's not that you guys are gonna be the guinea pigs per se. We just distribute through Win, and not a lot of companies know about us because we just recently started distributing through Win, and we are just starting to get our foot in the door here in Kearney. Like, we've just done we've done a lot of airports and hospitals and things like that, but nothing like just here in local Nebraska.
So any references from like past projects that we may be able to reach out to at some point? Talk to about how they'd like it.
Right here are a list of my references from the last
Okay.
projects.
I'll let you Bruce be there.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll give Steve a call.
Okay, that works for me. I also do have my card right here. You guys are more than welcome to call me with whatever you need. On the back, we do have our sustainability report. It has everything from how much we profited last year, our environmentalistic program we have, because we are the number one leader in recycling as well. With our company, we try to make sure that we recycle all of our water and our products as well.
Where do you manufacture these at? Where's your factory?
We are located in Connecticut.
Yeah.
They said,
No structural issues that we'd have to worry about by putting that under the parking lot.
I would have to talk to my engineer, because he would have to do all the math. Like I said, there's like the ground layer, and then there's a layer underlayment, and then we have like a liner that goes on as well. And they do a lot of math and making sure that everything is structurally sound before it goes into the ground. So I'd have to get back to you on that.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys have some engineering support if
Yes.
needed.
Yes, a lot.
I think-
engineers are always working on
I
this.
think, our civil engineer we're working with would obviously probably be interested in having some of those conversations if possible.
Perfect. Well, how does Thursday afternoon sound to meet with civil engineer and me and maybe even Win? Does that
Yeah.
sound good?
Yeah, I think we could do that.
Okay, awesome. So Thursday at 3 o'clock?
Fantastic. You buying the beers?
Perfect. That works for me. You guys want to keep these for reference?
I'm good.
Yeah,
Good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll bring them all next week, so.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
You bet. All right.
Have a wonderful
Thank you.
rest of your day.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, don't forget your references.
So, thank you so much.